everybody, and I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys on my SUNSINGER build for Trials of Osiris, because there's a few different ways that I like to run my SUNSINGER with armor or with just a different build when I'm playing the Trials of Osiris, and I thought I would just show you guys how I like to do it so then you can try it out this weekend and hopefully have some success with it. So the first thing that is really important is to spec into discipline. You want to have as high discipline as humanly possible, because that's going to make your grenades available all the time. With this current build that I have set up, I have a grenade every time a new round starts. So every time a new round is starting, I have my grenade ready. So that's really good. That's a good kind of cooldown. Of course, some of the Osiris stuff does have discipline and strength, which I would prefer it to be discipline and intellect. That would be much better. But the main thing is that your discipline is high, so you always have your grenades. Now going into the actual build of my SUNSINGER, you can see that I'm running full armor and full recovery, and I will explain why I do that in a little bit, but let's just take a look at my Fireborn build. Of course, Fireborn, so you can come back from the dead. Focus Burst, so you can get around the map a little bit better and be able to avoid people's shots a little bit better. Firebolt Grenade, because in my opinion these are the best SUNSINGER grenades. They hit multiple people and you only need to hit someone one time with your gun and then throw a Firebolt Grenade at them and they're going to die. So Firebolt Grenade is definitely a lot better. If you're using fusion grenades, it's better to switch to Firebolt in my opinion. If you're super successful with fusion grenades though, go ahead and use that, but Firebolt for this particular build is definitely the way that you want to go. Next, I'm running Touch of Flame, and I'm also using Viking Funeral. So all of my grenades are going to be burning people, and they're going to be burning for a really long time and for a lot of damage. Now, usually in the regular Crucible, I would run Radiant Will, but I find that in Trials of Osiris, especially if you're running Fireborn, you don't actually need your Radiance to last that long. All you're doing is coming back from the dead and taking down the team, which usually doesn't take that long, especially if you're running Touch of Flame with Viking Funeral. It basically gives you the option of not having to go head to head with the enemy team, and you can just chuck grenades at them. They'll die from the straight up blast of the grenade, or they'll end up dying to the actual flame damage. So this is just a really good build to burn people and not have straight up engagements with people. You can shoot them once, throw a firebolt grenade at them, and they will burn to death. Very good for 1v3 situations, 1v2 situations. It actually gives you a chance of coming back in those dire situations. Now another build that I like to use is very similar to this, but I use Radiant Skin and I put on the Ram. Now I know that the Ram is a Void Walker helmet, but it increases your armor. So as you can see, full armor SUNSINGER with the Ram. Yeah, I'm not getting the benefits of having my melees trigger lifesteal, but I'm getting the benefits of more super energy from melee kills, replenishing health when I pick up an orb, and I'm also getting the benefit of having increased armor. With this build, it takes a lot to take you down. It just takes a lot. You can survive 2 headshots from Thorn and survive the damage completely. I've been in many situations where I've almost died. I actually have a clip for you guys, which I'll show you in a second after I just kind of talk about the build a little bit more. But I've been in many situations where the Ram has definitely saved my life, and I would have died if it wasn't for me having the Ram. So everything else is the same. You're just going all in on being super tanky, because Radiant Skin does reduce the incoming damage that you take. You have super high armor and you have the Ram. You become a ridiculous tank. So instead of dying in Trials and then popping your super, when you have your super up, you're basically gonna pop it and run into them like a crazy person and take down everyone. What I would say is sometimes I do use Radiant Will with this build, because obviously you are popping it and then running at them, so you would actually want it to last a little bit longer than using Viking Funeral. So this is just all about being a tank, basically. Being a tank, taking as much damage as you possibly can. So I'm going to show you that clip right now of me taking a bunch of damage while playing in the Trials of Osiris, running this exact build with the Ram and the full armor, and you can see that I evidently take a lot more damage than I would be able to if I wasn't running this build.
To the side, okay. To the side.
One's down. I'm pretty weak. He's going to probably just set up for the revive.
Someone's right. He's probably gonna push away though.
Oh, the Ram, saving my life since 2003. I'll sit by the bodies. In terms of the armor that I like to use, I'll either use the Ram or I'll use Light Beyond Nemesis. If my team's struggling a little bit and I'm finding myself in a situation where I need to revive people a lot, then I will use Light Beyond Nemesis so I can have that faster revive. But if we're doing fine and people aren't going down that much, or it's me that's going down, I will use the Ram. I will, of course, try out the Purifier Robes when I have leveled them up, but I haven't leveled them that much, or at all, should I say. And I don't actually think that Purifier Robes would be that good on this week's map, because Purifier Robes with Fireborn is gonna be really good on the smaller maps where people are dying in more close quarter situations. So you come back from the dead and you do actually end up blinding people when you come back. So that is it for my Warlock build, guys. I hope that you do try it out and hopefully it does do very good for you. The person that I run with, Ian, on my team also used the burn build with Viking Funeral and Touch of Flame, and it's definitely very good. It's proven to be good, it's tried and tested, so if you haven't used something similar to this yet, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I know some people like to use Voidfang vestments with this build, but honestly, if you're speccing into Discipline, you do not need Voidfang vestments. You don't need them. You're gonna have a grenade whenever you want a grenade, pretty much. There's gonna be very few situations that you don't have a grenade and you want one, so you don't need to use Voidfang vestments if you're speccing into Discipline. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comment section if you do end up trying it out and if it actually ended up bringing some wins for you. Okay guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye.